My people, listen to me carefully. Is it possible that a woman you spend millions of money to bring from the village to Oyibo is actually the Judas in your own house? We've heard this story. A man worked so hard abroad, saved his money, then traveled back to Nigeria to marry the woman he believes will give him peace in his life. It brought him abroad, But a few years later, everything scattered. The same marriage he thought would give him peace in life suddenly became his biggest problem. Today, we're asking the question nobody wants to answer. Why our brothers out there running kata 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 into the arms of Oyibo women just to find peace of mind? Is the traditional women dream actually a nightmare in the West? On African Black Gold TV today, we are exposing the high cost of the homegrown trap. And if you ever been in this situation before, please share your experience in the comment with us. Growing up in Nigeria, they told us, beware of Oyibo women. They gonna take away your property away from you. They will not allow you to even take care of your old parents. None of your siblings must come around you. That is the picture, the one that they painted, the one that they give us while we were in Nigeria. But my brother, look at the street today. Look around you. It's not Oyibo women calling the police because you spoke too loud. It's our own women, gagan. The person that you paid 500,000 naira bride price for. They are the one calling Olopa for you. They are the one calling Ogbaligbe for you. Some of our sisters out there, the moment they arrive, immediately they will join a secret society of bitter women. They're going to meet themselves at the salon. They're going to meet themselves at the open market. They talk water. And these people, they're going to teach them how to use the law as a weapon against you. And they will tell them that if you don't give the car key to them, call 911. And if you even question their movement too much, that you should call the police, that you're scared of your life. And suddenly, this same man, Gaga, right, who is your king in Lagos, now become a liability in London. They don't want the marriage. They only want the house. They want the benefit and they want the satisfaction of seeing you sleeping on the street. Why us abroad turn our sisters suddenly into something that we don't recognize? Why? Here's the juicy part. An Oyibo woman doesn't even care if Chioma's husband has bought her a diamond ring on Instagram or even on TikTok. She is not doing competition with anybody. She is not doing competition with a ghost in Banana Island or even a shadow in Lekki in Lagos there. No. But many of our women, they carry a spirit of competition in their luggage when they're coming to Oyibo. They are under pressure from home just to show people that they've arrived. If you can't provide the lifestyle, the one that they see on TikTok or even on Facebook, they will call you a useless man. They will call you a useless husband that you don't even know how to take care of babes. But an Oyibo wife, if you show her real love and honesty, she's content. She is. She doesn't need to drive a Lamborghini just because the neighbor has one. No, Oyibo will not poke nose like that. She wants a partner. That's all she needs. Not a sponsor for her social media vanity. She doesn't need your ATM. That peace of mind is why our brother out there are stopping at the airport in Nigeria and turning around and say, you know what? I'm not coming back to Nigeria to marry any home-based babe. No, I'm done. And let's talk about the remote control from Nigeria. When you marry an Oyibo, you are marrying how? You don't marry the mother, not the siblings, nobody. You marry her. Her mother is not going to call you every Sunday to ask you why you haven't sent money for the new church building, the one that the pastor asked them to donate money. She will not call you for that too. She is not even going to program your wife to keep secret away from you. So mother-in-law in Nigeria will tell their daughter, please don't let your husband know how much salary you earn. You know yourself, But with some of our sisters, the marriage is a three-way call with mother in Nigeria, who is also a master of manipulation. They're going to package wahala and send it over through WhatsApp to you. And they will tell their daughter that please make sure that your husband put your name on the property. The mother-in-law will also tell you that don't let him bring any of his siblings to come and join you guys for abroad. They're going to turn a peaceful home into a war zone just to secure their own retirement. An Oyibo mother-in-law, they respect their boundary. In fact, a Nigerian mother-in-law often think your house is our own second branch. But Oyibo people don't go, no. They can only come to help you clean the house and then they'll go. Let's be real. Oyibo women are often the best students. If you treat them with respect, they will go to the moon for you. They are resourceful as well. Very, very resourceful. They will help you study. They will help you build your business. And they will stand with you when your bank account is zero. Some Oyibo people, they will even collect money, give it to you to go and do business, either in Nigeria or somewhere else, without collecting shingbai from you. And the 911 issue, unko. An Oyibo woman knows that the police are just for emergency, not for winning arguments. They understand that once you bring law and police into your bedroom, the love will leave through the window. But some of our sisters out there, they use police as reset button whenever they are angry. They don't realize that in the West, once the name of your husband enter the book, his life is ruined. They would rather see a man in the cell than for them to admit that they are wrong when police is asking questions. So, African Black Gold TV family, here's the hard truth. I'm not saying all women in Nigeria or all Nigerian women are bad. No, far from it. But we must address why our men, why are they feeling safer with strangers than with their own? But wait, my brothers, come and collect your own water small. Because you cannot put everything on woman. You say Oyibo women give peace. Fine, You say they give you rest of mind. Great, But what kind of husband are you to your Nigerian wife? My brother, you cannot be misbehaving in your marriage and then turn around and say Nigerian women are troublesome. No. You cannot control everything your wife does. It's not possible. Then you now do koro at your friend's Oyibo wife and say, see how she respects her husband. My brother, before you compare the two women, first ask yourself, how is your friend treating his own wife? Some of you give the Oyibo girlfriend freedom. You give them respect, but you give the Nigerian wife order and suspicion. So, is the homegrown trap real? I don't think the problem is Nigerian women. The mistake is thinking that where someone comes from will automatically make them a good wife. Do you know that you can marry from the village and get it wrong? Do you know that you can marry from Sweden and regret it? Character is not about geography. It is about how does this person handle anger when wahala come. It's about how does these people handle small chuckling money that I give to him to hold, not to invest. So, let's settle this in the comment. Men, agenda, you are the one that I'm talking to now. Have you ever felt the system was being used against you inside your own marriage? And to the women out there, what is the side of the story that these men are not telling us? Do you have any? Please, let's discuss it in the comment, please. Or are we going to say, is the problem really the laws of the West? Or is the people inside this marriage that are causing katakata? I want to hear the raw truth from both sides. Men, tell us your experience. Women, come and give us your own side of the story too. Let's settle this in the comment. This is African Black Gold TV, and this was your homegrown trap. If you have your own story that you want to discuss with us, please, our link is in the description. At the same time, our WhatsApp message is right up here. Don't forget to send those stories to us because the story might help a lot of family as we speak. And don't forget as well to hit this button over here and to subscribe to African Black Gold TV. I'm going to see you guys in the next episode. Bye for now.